Now, fans that either sold their tickets or whatever, all of a sudden an emphasis is starting to get thrown onto the tickets where people believe she will be playing. And that's starting to make the ticket prices go up, and up.
The Federal Reserve might need to step in. Ticket prices are soaring like she's hitting threes in zero gravity. Viewership numbers are shattering records, and fans are practically auctioning off organs for courtside seats. What kind of magic is this? Is she some fusion of LeBron, Steph, and Taylor Swift? All of this madness ignited with Caitlin Clark's return from injury.
Ticket sales are down 70% in many places. The Fever played the Mystics 2 nights ago. The cheapest ticket before her injury was announced was $41, okay? The cheapest one. After her injury was announced and people knew that she wasn't going to be playing, the lowest ticket price dropped to $3. This is the Caitlin Clark effect. The WNBA doesn't quite realize what they have in Caitlin Clark. She is the absolute golden goose, the golden ticket. She is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They must protect her at all.
Caitlin Clark isn't just handling the ball, she's handling bank accounts, media spotlights, and egos with equal finesse. And the WNBA? It's getting posterized without even seeing it coming. Let's be real, there's a before Caitlin Clark and an after. Before her, ticket prices were riding the bench. After her, they're dunking straight through your wallet and landing in the luxury tax zone.
I hate the player, hate the game she got, because she's really talented, especially for being Palangi, She's like the Stephen Curry of WNBA with the threes and stuff. Like, proven fact is, like, they had a game on June 7th scheduled, it was going to be Angel Reese's team, which plays for Chicago, and then for Caitlin Clark's team. They were supposed to go up there playing Chicago on June 7th. First, the ticket sales were at $76 a ticket. Then after they found out Caitlin Clark's not playing that game, she got injured, sales dropped to $25.
What's really heating up, though, is the simmering tension from some WNBA veterans who seem to have missed the memo. Bigger audiences mean bigger paychecks, so maybe ease up on the Caitlin Clark skepticism. Her impact isn't just about dropping 30 points, it's a full-blown phenomenon. It's everywhere, like oxygen in the arena. Even when she's not playing, the numbers climb. Merch is flying off shelves, TV ratings are surging, and even the security guards are on edge because the crowd's acting like Taylor Swift just walked into an NFL stadium.
Ticket sales are down 70% in many places. The Fever played the Mystics 2 nights ago. The cheapest ticket before her injury was announced was $41, okay? The cheapest one. After her injury was announced and people knew that she wasn't going to be playing, the lowest ticket price dropped to $3. This is the Caitlin Clark effect. The WNBA doesn't quite realize what they have in Caitlin Clark. She is the absolute golden goose, the golden ticket. She is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They must protect her at all costs. You can argue all you want if she's the best player in the league, but you absolutely cannot argue if she's the most important, because she is. She is more valuable than all the other players combined, and that is just a...
Here's the kicker. Some WNBA players look like they'd rather defend a fast break barefoot than admit what's really happening. You'd think the league would roll out a red carpet for the one player single-handedly dragging the entire organization into the national spotlight like a point guard on a mission from ESPN. But instead, a few are acting like Caitlin Clark waltzed in and snatched their lunch money and their endorsement deals on the way to warm-ups.
Now suffering a major injury is Caitlin Clark is going to be out for 2 weeks with a quad injury, and the reason we're bringing this up specifically is the Clarkonomics effect to this. Obviously, players miss time all the time, but the Sky and the Fever were supposed to play in Chicago in about a week on June 7th. The opening ticket price was $86 because you have the Angel Reese vs. Caitlin Clark showdown that is now box office. Yeah, those tickets are now down to $25. Down to $25 after the injury announcement. And it's supposed to take place in the Bulls Arena, the United Center, as opposed to the normal Wintrust Arena. That's about a 12,000 seat difference, give or take.
Here's the wildest part. Even on her off nights, the Caitlin Clark effect is in full force. She doesn't even suit up, and the arena's still packed. People show up just to see if she might walk out of the tunnel. Who else draws that kind of energy? definitely not the ones posting passive-aggressive Instagram stories about respecting the vets. Respect is earned, sure, and 2.5 million viewers watching Clark get triple-teamed at half-court seems like a pretty solid resume. Some players still don't get it. Clark isn't their competition, she's their elevator. But instead of riding the momentum, a few seem more interested in cutting the cables. On the surface, it's all welcome to the league, but beneath that, side eyes, hard fouls, and coded quotes about rookies needing to earn it. Earn it? She's the reason your next game is on national television for the first time in over a decade. The veteran envy is louder than a buzzer beater in overtime. And the irony? Caitlyn's not even a diva, no demands, no attitude. She's just out here casually drilling logo threes like her shot chart came from Google Maps. Meanwhile, some players are too busy being gatekeepers to realize she's changing the game they're trying to protect.
Support system, that shouldn't change. I think, Caitlyn knows that she has the ears and eyes in the locker room and the support that she has behind, whether it's us or anybody else. I would like to think that she knows it's there, and to really take her time and make sure that she's, well enough to be who she needs to be for us, because I want the 100% Caitlyn, so I'll take it.
Then comes the media frenzy. The second Caitlyn Clark touches the ball, it's full-on coverage, analysts dissecting every move, commentary frothing at the mouth, and camera angles so dramatic they might as well be filmed by drones. It's ESPN meets National Geographic, tracking Caitlyn in her natural hardwood habitat. The league's social metrics spike, and suddenly casual fans on TikTok are arguing over zone defense like it's a Supreme Court case. Don't you think players would be popping champagne over this kind of exposure? Instead, we get side-eye soundbites like, she hasn't proven herself yet. Girl, she's done more in 15 minutes than some franchises have managed in 15 seasons. And then there's the off-court phenomenon. Clark doesn't even suit up, and the crowd still turns out like she's about to burst through the tunnel. Scalpers are charging Coachella prices, while some teams haven't seen that kind of demand since the Obama administration. One rookie's absence is now louder than the home team's entire starting five. And still, the resistance. A steady stream of passive tweets, side interviews, and locker room jabs from players acting like Caitlyn invented hype. Yes, she's a rookie, but she's also a rookie pulling more fans than your last 3 playoff runs combined.
She's human after all, Dan. She's going to be out for at least a couple of weeks, it appears.
Yeah, what's interesting about Caitlyn Clark? Remember last year, she played in the Final Four. Right after that, she went immediately to the WNBA. Draft came, season started. And, didn't miss a beat. And all of a sudden, she got a little rest and comes back, gets a little banged up. I heard you talking about it earlier, and it's going to be fascinating to me, Ricky. I've been to Fever games, and the one thing you notice, and this is more so than even when Peyton Manning was the quarterback of the Colts.
The cognitive dissonance is unreal. Yes, we know, the WNBA has stars, and always has. Diana Taurasi could probably elbow a brick wall and the wall would apologize. But Caitlyn Clark brings something different, something that transcends basketball. It's cultural velocity. The same kind Serena had. The same kind Tiger had. That rare, electric lightning in a Gatorade bottle energy that can't be coached, manufactured, or replicated. No one's pretending she's flawless. Clark gets blocked. She turns the ball over. She makes rookie mistakes. But here's the difference, even her mistakes trend. When she takes a charge, Twitter lights up. When she gets hip-checked, it's a full segment on sports radio. When she scratches her nose, 5 blogs debate whether she's injured. That's power. Not because she demanded it, but because she earned it. She didn't just show up, she ignited. And if the league were smart, it would be bottling that wildfire, not trying to smother it with passive-aggressive press conferences and elbows disguised as welcome to the league moments. But instead, some players seem more focused on humbling her like this is a pledge week ritual. Newsflash. This isn't a sorority, it's a business. And right now, Caitlyn Clark is the best sales pitch the WNBA's ever had.